Going on, everybody? It's the halfback here. Welcome to episode number 3 of my Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth save, where the journey continues today with a home game against Reading in the Championship. Of course, said I would bring you that one. But the result since the last time I was with you guys, of course, that was the 2-2 draw away at Carroll Road to Norwich. Really positive result. But following that one, we played Rotherham at home. Craig Davis' goal early on in the game was enough for all 3 points in that one. Then we moved on and played Leeds at home. Leeds really struggling in the Championship at the moment. We was expected to win that one, and we did. 3-0. Harry Arter, Craig Davis and Tokilo Oranti with the goals. But then we went away to Watford, and now Watford are top of the table in the Championship at the moment. So it's always going to be a difficult game. Of course, we are in second at the moment. But Watford, 2-0 winners on the day. Would probably say that they were deserving winners. We had a few chances in the game, but overall Watford were the much better of the sides, and they deserved to get the 3 points. But we bounced back well. Callum Wilson goal against Brentford was enough to win the game for us at home. And then he managed to go on and get a brace in the next game against Wigan in a 2-0 win. And then following that, you can see he actually bagged another one against Derby this time. Now, this was a really impressive result against Derby. Away from home, Derby up there challenging for promotion, as you would expect. So to go to the iPro Stadium and win 3-1, Harry Arter, Mark Pugh and Callum Wilson with the goals. Brilliant result. And let me just quickly talk about Callum Wilson. You can see he's starting to get in the goals now. Much improved Callum Wilson, you know, at the start of the season. Really struggling to score goals and assists. You know, he just wasn't contributing anything to the team. But with a change of system, which I'll talk about heading in when I show you the team sheet for today, he's really started to improve, and you know, you can see the goals that he's scoring now. Hopefully, he can continue to contribute to the side going into the halfway point in the season. But after we played Derby, 2 back-to-back really disappointing results. First of all, against Bolton away from home. Bolton rooted towards the foot of the table. Expected to kind of go there and get the 3 points quite comfortably, but you can see 0-0 draw. Harry Arter actually missed a penalty in the 9th minute of the game, but Bolton just going forward, Bolton didn't show anything at all. You can see just 2 shots in the whole game, but we didn't take the chances that we found, you know, the chances that we created, and Bolton managed to hold out for the draw. And then probably even more disappointing the next game against Charlton at home. Charlton mid-table, really should have won this game. If I show you the stats for the match, it's just plain to see that we were the much better of the two sides in terms of shots, possession, just all round we were the better team. But again, it was just a case of us not taking the chances that we had when they came our way. Charlton, 2 counter-attacks really that got us was enough for them for 2-1 win. Yeah, just a really annoying result to draw that and lose that one. So we go into this game without winning 2 games against Reading. If I show you the league table, how it stands going into this one, we're currently still second in the Championship, 3 points off Watford, just 1 point ahead of Derby, 2 ahead of Fulham and Cardiff. So it's obviously, as you would expect in the Championship, really tight up there. Just 7 points separated Blackburn in 8th and Watford at the top of the table. So of course, Championship, a highly competitive league, and as you would expect, it is really tight up there. But today's opponents, Reading, are rock bottom of the Championship at the moment. Now, looking at that, you would probably think that this should be a game we will comfortably win. But Reading have actually just sacked Steve Clarke just a few days ago, I believe. So hopefully we don't get struck by the new manager syndrome. But let me show you the team we're going to go with for today. I mentioned a changing system. We've changed from a 4-4-2, flat 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1 system. Now, it wasn't that the 4-4-2 was working badly. I mean, we was doing well with it in terms of the results. But for me, there was just something not right. And I can't really put my finger on it, but I've changed the system. Maybe the fact that we wasn't really getting the best out of some of our key players. I mean, the likes of Matt Ritchie on that right wing, we was playing him in. He wasn't contributing much. I mean, you can see his average rating is quite high, but he wasn't really contributing much in terms of assists and goals. And Callum Wilson was really struggling, but you can see it's kind of flourished since the changing system. And this is a system that I could kind of see us playing in the Premier League going forward. if we get promoted. 4-4-2, if we did get promoted, it wouldn't be a system that I would continue with. So I kind of want to look to the future as well as the present. And that's kind of my reasonings behind that changing system. But you can see for this game, we've got Charlie Daniels out injured. How long was he out for? Between 6 and 2 weeks. So he's out for a little bit of time. We're going to bring in Ian Hart, who's more than capable coming in. We've also got Mark Pugh and Craig Davis out injured. But yeah, Ryan Fraser's a bit tired. So I'm actually going to bring in Junior Stanislas and switch him to the right wing, move Jacob Murphy out to the left. So we've got Artur Buric in goal, back four, Simon Francis, Steve Cook, Tommy Elphick and Ian Hart. Midfield we've got Harry Arter partnering Andrew Sermon. The right wing we've got Junior Stanislas, Matt Ritchie as a shadow striker, of course playing out on the wing before, moved him into the middle of the park where I feel like he could be more effective. If I just show you the attributes for a shadow striker, I mean, for me, he's really capable of playing in that role, and I think it will benefit more him playing in behind the striker. But yeah, then we've got Jacob Murphy, of course, on the left wing, and then Callum Wilson as the lone striker. I actually want to just fiddle around with this Callum Wilson's instructions. I'm just going to change him and put him to move in the channels. Of course, he's got plenty of pace, so I really want to see him, you know, getting behind the defenders. Really cause a lot of problems with his pace and you've seen it in the recent games that he's scoring, now starting to score goals that he wasn't scoring before. He really struggled at the start of the season. But that's the team we're going with for today's game against Reading. Not sure who they've got in charge now at the club, but 3 points is what I'll be hoping for in this one. Of course, starting to head towards the halfway mark during the season. I actually forgot to mention as well, they're in the 4th round of the Capital One Cup. I think we're at home to Huddersfield. We're playing Huddersfield. I can't remember if it's home or away, actually. So we've got a good chance to get to the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup. A nice cup run would be, I'd really like a little cup run. Obviously, don't want it to be at the expense of our league performance. Of course, you know, some sides, they have great cup runs and it really hinders their league form. I don't want that to be the case for us. Championship, of course, is the main focus for us, but a cup run would be really nice. I'm going to tell the players to go out there and impress me. We are the favourites for this one. Tell them that we have faith. Of course, it works. Just look at that. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy in the camp. So let's get started let's get into this game against Reading. Reading kicking us off early on in this one. Just early possession, not much happening, of course, just the first few minutes in the game. But Reading possibly with a chance. Throw in, can we get it clear? Jacob Murphy picks up the ball, gotta get it clear, he does. Finds Callum Wilson, needs support up there, Callum Wilson. He's the only one in our half at the moment, but he holds it up well. Harry Arter on the ball. Can he find the pass? He does. Matt Ritchie. Can he find the pass? He goes for the shot over the bar. Ritchie likes those long range shots. Scored a brilliant goal, that one against Charlton. But called a free kick, for Reading now. Ball whipped in. Taylor with the shot. Parried by Artur Buric. Simon Francis gets it clear. And of course, this is where Callum Wilson can be really dangerous. Gets past his man. That blistering pace. Can he find the ball though? He can't. Stopped by Chris Gunter. But yeah, that's kind of Callum Wilson as the lone forward. He's really the focal point of the team, and it's kind of been spurred on by that, by being that focal point in the side. But half an hour coming up now, we can see we're doing the better of the two sides, much better in terms of shots and possession, but not much happening in terms of chances. 5 minutes to go, no clear-cut chances in the game so far, and it looks like we're going to head into half-time level with Reading. We're actually battering them. 16 shots in the first half so far, but no clear-cut chances. So I'm going to tell the players that I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. We really need to start creating some clear-cut chances. I'm not going to change anything just yet. I'm going to continue with what we've got, and let's get into the second half of this game. Really need to start, making some opportunities in this one. Reading, of course, as I said plenty of times, new manager at the club. But hopefully we can do something here. Jacob Murphy on the ball. Plays it into Matt Ritchie. Harry Arter knocks it back to Murphy. Can he find the pass somewhere? He does. Into Matt Ritchie. Play it into Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's there. Callum Wilson makes it 1-0 to Bournemouth. Just after the restart. That's exactly what we needed. Good passing between the midfield. Matt Ritchie finding Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson again in the goals. This is what I'm saying. Callum Wilson really starting to produce the performances that I was expecting from him at the start of the season. But half an hour to go in this one now. I'm actually going to make a change. I like to make my changes around at this time in the game. Steve Cook kind of struggling with fitness, so I'm actually going to bring him off. Bring on Danny Wilson. Danny Wilson, someone I've got really high hopes for going into the future for us. At the moment, is kind of playing second fiddle to Cook and Elphick, but when I've brought him in, he's done really well, so I'm going to bring him on. And who else? No, I'm going to change Harry Arter to a Roman playmaker and see how he does in that role. Played him there at the start of the season in that kind of role. I'm going to switch him back there. For 25 minutes to go in this one, Stanislas has got injured. So we're going to have to bring on Ryan Fraser. Of course, fitness not great at the moment for Ryan Fraser. Switch Jacob Murphy out to the right wing. Fraser on the left as an inside forward. Hopefully Junior Stanislas is not out for too long, because we're kind of struggling with wingers at the moment. You saw Mark Pugh is out injured as well at the moment. So we've not got an abundance of wingers at this moment in time. 15 minutes left. Not too many clear-cut chances in the game. It's not been a game of... You can see we've had a lot of shots, but none of them, no highlights really to show in this one. Heading towards the end of the game. Elphick picking up a booking there. Hopefully we can maybe hold on for this one now. 3 points in this one will be a really positive result. I said it was kind of a derby game, local rivalry, but maybe a chance here. Matt Ritchie on the ball, player who can really, produce some brilliant stuff for us. Here he is again, taking past a couple of defenders there. He goes for the shot, but it's just wide with 5 minutes left to play. But another highlight here, maybe a goal. Harry Arter on the ball. Real danger player for us. Someone who can make something happen. Callum Wilson. Ball floated in from Jacob Murphy, into Callum Wilson. He gets his second of the game, and that will seal the 3 points. We've fully deserved the 3 points in this one. You can see we're the dominant team in the game. Just seconds left to play in this one. We will get the 3 points against Reading at home. There it is, full time at the Gold Stand Stadium. Bournemouth 2, Reading 0, as you probably would have expected. Of course, I was a bit wary of the fact of a new manager coming in for Reading, but that hasn't affected anything in the game. Callum Wilson picks up the man of the match award, 2 goals in the game for him to continue his brilliant recent goal scoring run. But that result still leaves us in second. Watford won their game, not sure who they played, but yeah. Just a quick look at the table. It's kind of how it was before. Yeah, pretty much how it is before this game was played. We still were in second, 3 points behind Watford, 1 ahead of Derby. And let me just look at the schedule and see what we're going to come back for. So, I'm actually going to come back for the Cardiff game. I think Cardiff are quite relatively high up in the table. So Cardiff are 5th at the moment. They're going for promotion as well this season. So there's a fair chunk of games in between then. I'll come back for that Cardiff home game. Again, if you like this episode, please do leave it a thumbs up. As always, I will very much appreciate that. If you're enjoying the content and you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for all your support. It's been the Halfback, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.